That's a good job.
A new positive attitude sparked the Eagle Mustangs as they entered the summer of the 2003 season. 3 new coaches, a commitment to a better season, and a senior class committed to positive, encouraging leadership brought a new atmosphere to lifting, practice, and passing leagues. But even with this new positive attitude, the nightmare of the 2002 season lingered. 2-8, 5 games lost by less than a touchdown, 2 losses to 4A teams, and a 30-game home win streak ended. The frustrations and fear of 2002 still lingered. At the team retreat in the mountains above Eagle, each player and coach renewed their commitment to hard work, good football, and most of all, each other. Mustang players and coaches also agreed to put 2002 behind them and lock their eyes forward to a fresh new start. They also agreed that the 2002 season would not be discussed again.
This is not 2002, this is 2003. This team is going to win, and you're going to be successful. But the main ingredient is that you embrace each other as teammates, you love each other, and we're all the same mind, one heartbeat. No more talk of last year. No more. Nothing but hope, teamness, unity, and fellas, a burning desire to win a championship.
With the 2002 season officially buried, the 2003 Mustangs entered August training camp with a fresh new start. 3 new coaches, all with Division I college and NFL experience, joined the coaching staff. John Rady, new defensive coordinator, Carl Keever, defensive line coach, and B.J. Rohde, tight ends and offensive line. The 2003 Mustangs return a full slate of veterans, giving them solid experience at many positions on both sides of the ball. The team realizes that senior leadership will be critical in the upcoming season. Player-elected captains Nick Schleckelway, Spencer Freeman, Kevin Whips, and Ben Kuntz lead a Mustang team that is loaded with veterans who are eager for redemption. The Mustangs enter Week 1 heavily favored against first-year 5A team Nampa. The Mustangs open with an outstanding first quarter with 2 Ryan Jackson touchdowns, solid passing from Kevin Whips, and a defense that stops Nampa on 4 consecutive drives. But in the second quarter, the Mustangs begin to unravel. Drive-killing penalties and mistakes allow Nampa to get back into the game. A Jamison Davis field goal makes the halftime score 17-7. But even halftime adjustments by the Eagle coaching staff can't stop the tailspin in which the Mustangs are starting their season. Mustang penalties in the third quarter put Nampa in scoring position, and the Bulldogs pull to within 3. Defensive end Kyler Eamon drops the Nampa quarterback in the end zone for a safety. The Mustangs lead by 5, and the spark appears to be back. But in the fourth quarter, lightning strikes twice, and the Bulldogs take a 32-19 lead on back-to-back turnovers by the Mustangs. But the Mustangs and senior running back Ryan Jackson are not ready to give up.
The kickoffs look a little bit more enthused now. That is taken down by Jackson. Ryan Jackson working his way down the right sideline. He's out. He gets away from one. He's at midfield. He could go. 40, 30. He's breaking back at the 20, 10, touchdown. Ryan Jackson all the way on the kickoff, about 80 yards.
Jackson returns a Nampa kickoff 80 yards for a touchdown, bringing the Mustangs to within 7, and the Mustang faithful keep the spark alive. The Mustang defense forces Nampa to punt, and then senior running back Scotty Bauer breaks away for a 40-yard run, setting up another Ryan Jackson touchdown, and the Mustangs tie the Bulldogs 32-32. But the magic stops here. Even in the last 3 minutes of the game, critical penalties put Nampa in position to take the lead. Nampa takes the upset win. Final score 39-32. On a blustery Friday night, the Mustangs enter Week 2 with the season already in question. Their confidence rattled after the loss to Nampa, the Mustangs desperately need a win to put 2003 heading in the right direction. The Eagle defense puts a stranglehold on a Bishop Kelly offense that had in the previous 2 weeks put up big point totals. While on offense, solid line play and tough smash-mouth running by Ryan Jackson keep the chains moving for Eagle. Bishop Kelly strikes first, late in the first quarter with an Andy Silsby rushing touchdown that caps a 55-yard drive. In the second quarter, Eagle responds as quarterback Kevin Whips drives the field with solid running by Ryan Jackson and a pass over the middle to Rich Arvey. The drive puts the Mustangs in field goal range, but Bishop Kelly blocks the attempt and the Mustangs are still struggling to find their rhythm. But as the half comes to a close, Ryan Jackson, held up in the backfield, breaks loose for a 7-yard touchdown run. It's the first touchdown scored on BK this season. The Jamison Davis extra point ties the score, and the teams head to the locker room tied. The pageantry and pride of homecoming fires the Mustangs with new energy, and as the second half gets underway, the Mustang secondary steps up to make big stops on Bishop Kelly's short passing game. Bishop Kelly's frustration begins to show. The Mustang offense combines tough yards up the middle with an effective short passing game and solid special teams play. Midway through the third quarter, a Jamison Davis punt and great coverage pin Bishop Kelly deep in their own territory. Solid defense forces Bishop Kelly to punt, and Tyler Gibbons electrifies the Mustang bench and crowd with a phenomenal punt return. The 65-yard return to the 6-yard line sets up a short Ryan Jackson run and a tough Kevin Whip surge up the middle for the Mustangs' go-ahead touchdown. The Jamison Davis extra point makes the score 14-7. Bishop Kelly returns to the field firing on all pistons. Perfect strikes from Bishop Kelly quarterback Tim Brady and a pass interference call against the Mustangs put the ball on the Eagle 25-yard line. The Mustangs bend, but they don't break, as 2 clutch pass defense plays by Brian Handley stop the Bishop Kelly drive and force a field goal attempt which drifts wide right. Late in the fourth quarter, the issue still very much in doubt. Bishop Kelly is deep in Mustang territory, and once again, the Mustang defense rises to the occasion and keeps Bishop Kelly out of the end zone. 2:30 left in the game, and Bishop Kelly has the ball again. Quarterback Tim Brady is sacked for a big loss by Nick Schlickaway. But on the next play, on the run, Brady finds receiver Mac Davis wide open deep in Mustang territory. The pass sets up Tim Brady for a short touchdown run. With 50 seconds left in the game, down by a point, Bishop Kelly coach Tim Brennan makes the decision to go for the 2-point conversion and the win. The Mustangs recover the onside kick, down the ball, and Eagles' first win of the 2003 season is in the books. Final score, Eagles 17, Bishop Kelly 16. A fired-up Eagle Mustang team storms into Ravsden Stadium on a perfect Friday night in Idaho. The Mustangs will see their defense continue to strengthen as their offense begins to find their rhythm. The Eagle defense comes out of the gate strong, holding the Tigers to 3 and out on their first 3 series. But after a muff on an Eagle punt attempt, Idaho Falls has the ball deep in Mustang territory. The Eagle defense rises to the occasion, keeping the Tigers out of the end zone and off the scoreboard.
Going around the right side, stop! Brought down by Brian Handley.
But late in the second quarter, with time in the half running out and Idaho Falls leading 3-0, senior quarterback Kevin Whips begins to find his legs and his arm. Great passing and incredible runs by Ryan Jackson take the Mustangs into Idaho Falls territory. With seconds left on the clock, the Mustangs look to the heavens. The answer comes in the form of a perfect strike from Kevin Whips to Ben Kuntz, and as the half ends, the Mustangs lead 7-3. In the third quarter, the Eagle defense has Idaho Falls pinned deep in their own territory. Linebacker Ryan Smith drops Idaho Falls quarterback in the end zone for a safety. Eagle now leads 9-3. The Mustang offense now takes over. Solid blocking opens holes for Ryan Jackson. Kevin Whips takes the offense deep into Tiger territory, setting up a 28-yard Jamison Davis field goal. The fourth quarter starts. The score now Eagle 12, Idaho Falls 3. Midway through the fourth quarter, the Idaho Falls offense punches one in, making the score Eagle 10, Idaho Falls 12. With 7 minutes left on the clock, the Mustang offense takes over.
Can you finish this?
Let's go!
The Mustang offense answers and keeps the ball away from Idaho Falls for the rest of the game. Ryan Jackson pounds the Idaho Falls defense with great runs behind superior blocking from the Eagle front line. The Mustang offense never looks back and seals the victory. Ryan Jackson finishes the game with 158 yards rushing and is honored with the game ball. The final score, Eagle 12, Idaho Falls 10, and the Mustangs go to 2-1. Week 4, and the Mustangs return to Boise to face Capital in Bronco Stadium. It's Capital's homecoming, and the Eagles come out firing. On their first play from offense, Capital throws deep. The completion sets up a 1-yard touchdown run. Although Capital draws first blood, the Mustang defense responds and shuts Capital down on 5 first-half possessions. Offense, however, struggles the entire first half. A second quarter Capital blitz forces a fumble, which Capital takes in for their second touchdown. Then, with seconds left in the first half, Capital quarterback Ben Sutt hits speedster Cade Hubert down the sideline for a perfect touchdown strike. The halftime score, Capital 21, Eagle nothing. The game and the Mustang season hangs in the balance. Down but not out, the Mustang players and coaches search for a way to engineer one of the greatest comebacks in Eagle football history. Midway through the third quarter, the Mustangs find the answer to their offensive question. It's called Lightning, a no-huddle, no-running-back offense. Lightning and quarterback Jesse Mason electrify the Eagle offense. Perfect strikes to Tyler Gibbons and Ridge Arvey move the chains. And then Mason finds Ben Coots open over the middle, and the Mustangs are on the scoreboard and on their way back into the game.
Pass complete to number 10, Ben Coots.
The Mustang defense takes over and forces a Capital fumble, which they recover deep in Capital territory. Mason punches it in from the 1, and the Mustangs are now within striking distance. The Mustang defense continues to hold strong, keeping Capital speedster Cade Hobart in check for the entire second half. As the fourth quarter starts, the comeback is completed, and completed in dramatic fashion.
And he's tripped up now. He's safe, keeps his feet. He's going to go in for the touchdown.
The score is now tied, and the Mustang offense has found its rhythm. Continuing to move the chains and put yards in the stat book, Mason uses Kuntz, Gibbons, Bauer, Arvey, and Lewis to drive the Mustangs into field goal range. With under 5 minutes left, a 29-yard field goal from Jamison Davis gives the Mustangs the lead, and it's no longer a comeback. Capital gets the ball back on its own 15-yard line. It may have been Jamison Davis's leg that gave the Mustangs the lead, but it's his speed and brains that seal the victory.
Jamison Davis in for the touchdown! And an Eagle's going to win this ball game. Wow.
Anything's possible. I'm going to challenge you right now. Dream big. Dream big.
Week 5, and the Mustangs are again the overwhelming favorite. But the Mustangs learned a hard lesson in Week 1 against Nampa, and this week against the 0-4 Boise Braves, nothing is left to chance. The Mustang offense with Jesse Mason at the helm comes out firing. The Mustangs drive the field, and Jamison Davis puts the Mustangs on the board with a 38-yard field goal. Mason continues the aerial attack, finding Tyler Gibbons in the end zone, who makes a spectacular catch. On their next possession, the Mustangs drive the field. The drive sets up a 1-yard touchdown punch from Ryan Jackson. But in the first half, the Mustang defense struggles against wily quarterback Jared Summers. The defense allows Boise to stay close with broken coverages and misreads on trick plays. Boise puts the ball on the 1-yard line with a halfback pass. Mustangs 17, Braves 7. The Mustang offense answers. Mason finds Preston Lewis open in the middle. 2 plays later, Mason and Lewis hook up again with a perfect touchdown pass. Mustangs lead 24-7. The Braves may be down, but they are not out. Boise moves the ball to the 1-yard line and then scores on a short TD pass. At halftime, the Mustangs still lead by 10, but everyone knows it shouldn't be this close. The second half is a different story. Eagle coaches make important adjustments, open the corral, and let the Mustangs run. The Mustangs pour it on, holding Boise to 1 TD in the second half and putting another 24 points on the scoreboard. Eagle comes away with a convincing victory, but the celebrating quickly turns to hard work as the Mustangs prepare for their biggest test to date. The Mustangs' biggest test comes in the form of their biggest rival, the other school from Meridian from Cloverdale Road. The October 11th matchup against the undefeated opponent is a Friday night filled with surprise, elation, upsets, and despair. The Mustangs come out of the gate on fire. Not just on fire, they're ablaze. On their first possession, Eagle goes to their bag of tricks and draws first blood.
Lewis is going to throw the option wide open to the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown, Corby Kyler. Well, that's just a great play designed this week, especially for the Centennial Patriots by Coach O'Mahony.
On their next possession, the Mustangs turn up the heat as Jesse Mason finds his new favorite target.
Catches it, I believe. He does. Touchdown.
The Jamison Davis extra point gives the Mustang a surprising 14-0 lead, and the Eagle fans are ecstatic. The Mustangs continue to hold that other team scoreless with big defensive plays from Alan Langdon and Austin Plew. Now, early in the second quarter, the Mustangs move the ball to the other team's 20-yard line, and Jesse Mason again connects with his new best buddy, Tyler Gibbons. The Jamison Davis extra point gives the Mustangs a 21-0 lead. But now the team from that school on Cloverdale finds some life. On 4th and long, the other school's quarterback finds an open receiver in the end zone. The touchdown starts a 25-point scoring run that includes 19 unanswered points in the second half on a short touchdown run, touchdown pass, and a 35-yard touchdown run to take the lead. The Mustangs pull to within a point in the fourth on a fantastic 47-yard Jamison Davis field goal.
The kick is up. It's got plenty of leg, and it is good. 47-yard field goal by Jamison Davis.
But both offense and defense continue to struggle. After the elation of a 21-point first-half lead, the struggle ends in a frustrating 1-point loss. Sometimes a loss wakes up a team and gets them back on track. But as the Mustangs come into Bronco Stadium, again heavily favored to cruise by the Bora Lions, they learn a lesson about overused football cliches. Bora takes advantage of a Mustang fumble and complete 2 long passes that set up their first touchdown. Bora takes a surprising early lead. The Mustangs answer strong using effective short passing and the power and speed of Ryan Jackson. Their next possession is a 90-yard drive, ending with a touchdown pass from Mason to Gibbons. Jamison Davis extra point ties the score 7-7 early in the second quarter. On their next possession, the Mustangs fool the Bora blitz and shovel pass up the middle to Ryan Jackson, who takes it 40 yards for the second Eagle touchdown. The extra point is blocked, and it's now Eagle 13, Bora 7. The Mustang defense holds strong and gives the ball back to the offense, and it's all Ryan Jackson as his career night gains momentum. Jackson carries the ball to the 1 and then punches it in to give the Mustang a 19-7 lead. But as the first half comes to a close, quarterback John Van Hooven scampers for a touchdown, and the halftime score is Eagle 19, Bora 16. In the second half, Ryan Jackson continues to put on a first-class running back clinic, working for tough yards up the middle and long runs on the outside zone. But Bora has found a soft spot in the Mustang defense and throws to the flats to move the ball down the field and score, taking the lead on a 2-point conversion run. Eagle answers with a short touchdown run by Ryan Jackson. Kyler runs in a 2-point conversion, and the score in the fourth quarter is now 27-21 in favor of the Mustangs. And the offensive power continues. On their next possession, the Mustangs send Jackson up the middle for a 28-yard touchdown run. A reverse to Lewis gives the Mustangs a 14-point lead with 5:35 left in the game that is now apparently out of reach. But if there is a low point in the entire 2003 Eagles season, you're about to see it. Bora quarterback John Van Hoogen, on a play that includes 7 missed tackles, goes 92 yards for a Bora touchdown. The Lions are still alive. In fact, they're still kicking. With just 17 seconds left in regulation, the Lions tie the score with a TD and a 2-point conversion, forcing a Kansas City overtime. Bora goes first, scoring a touchdown and failing on their extra point. The Mustangs, however, fail to score, giving the Lions a huge upset win.
All is not lost. We went out, we can still play in the playoffs. So all is not lost.
All may not be lost, but the Mustangs enter Week 8 with their backs against the wall. In order to make the 5A state playoffs, they have to get by another tough rival, the Meridian Warriors. The battle gets off to a rough start for the Mustangs, with the Warriors striking in the first quarter with a short touchdown pass. The Mustangs take the ball back and get on the back of an all-too-familiar horse, Ryan Jackson. Jackson takes the ball on the next series and pounds the Warrior defense with a 70-yard drive that ends in Jackson's first touchdown of the night. In the second quarter, it's Ryan Jackson again with his second touchdown to give the Mustangs a 14-7 lead. The Mustang defense takes over, utilizing their newest and bestest friend, the blitz. The gangrene defense pounds the Warriors, keeping quarterback Van Ness on the run the entire night. Late in the second quarter, the Mustangs pull one out of the trick bag as Jesse Mason finds Ben Coots wide open on the flea flicker, and the Mustangs begin to pull away. On their next possession, the Ryan Jackson running back clinic continues with another touchdown from big number 28. His third touchdown and a 2-point conversion from Mason to Ranstrom gives Eagle a 28-14 lead at halftime. On the first play of the second half, Van Ness finds Tad Tolman down the sideline, bringing the Warriors to within 7. But the Mustang defense refuses to let down. They go back to the blitz, and it pays off big as Friedman and Langdon team up to force a fumble. And now the offense makes it count. After nice runs from Ryan Jackson, Mason finds Ranstrom in the end zone. The Jamison Davis extra point makes the third quarter score 35-21. The Warriors keep it close with a reverse to Tad Tolman, and even after a Mustang fumble, the Mustang defense holds tough, stopping the Warriors to keep the lead. The Mustang offense takes the ball, and the Ryan Jackson show